Yeah!
We're back.
Is it live?
We're fucking live at 5, dude. Alright, so we're back. The palette, the redo episode, because shit got fucked up last time. I don't know what happened.
Take accountability for being an
Pro
idiot.
Pro Tools got fucked up. So, in the name of the redo, I am going to take accountability, and I got myself an extra hot tender. Let me take my hat off.
That's your punishment?
Yeah. So I'm going to hit this extra hot tender from Dave's because we had to read.
I hope you cry. Oh, you're taking a bite already? You're going for
yeah,
it?
let's get it. Look at this shit. Look at this shit.
Top of the morning. You're fucked.
Right.
Anything yet?
I really don't think it's going to be that bad.
Nothing yet? Just give it a couple. Give it a little second.
It's like a reverse reverb on a song.
Soldier Boy. You!
Shit is so good, dude.
I love
every
Dave's,
time.
Slaps literally every time.
I feel like this spice actually is heating up my brain. It skipped my mouth
in
and
the
went
microwave?
straight to my brain.
It's like a radioactive chemical that's just in your tongue right now.
That's a Dave's, man. They did it again.
Is that sauce on top or is that cheese? Does it taste good? Like, or is it so hot that you can't even taste it?
I don't taste it.
It just tastes hot.
That's like the sneak attack shit.
Yeah. Well, that's what I was saying. Give it a second and probably will sneak up on you.
I don't know. It just tastes so good.
Mm-hmm.
This Davey. Hit it with a pickle.
I love pickles, dude. Pickles is something I like on a lot of shit. I love it on my burger, chicken.
Right. Last time we talked, you said you love it. Yeah, on your burgers, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Like you love it on the sandwiches and shit.
Cause yeah, my burgers. Oh yeah, I remember talking about this. Gotta repeat it because you're a fucking idiot. Nah, yeah, I used to be really simple. I used to like only like plain burgers, like just like a cheese
You were
slice.
a simp back then.
Yeah, I was.
You were American cheese and chippy sandwiches.
I was a little biatch. But nah, I used to like it just like with the cheese, and then I started like experimenting. I put some pickle on there. I was like, it's kind of fire.
Mm-hmm.
And then I started putting lettuce on there, and that's where I'm at to this day. Is like cheese, pickle, lettuce, and if they have like a unique,
I like a bacon or something.
or bacon, yeah, of course. If I want to go all out,
Because I think you got the barbecue bacon shit from
the carving board.
I think so.
Yeah,
You fuck with barbecue sauce?
I fucking love
Barbecue
barbecue food. I love barbecue food.
I feel like that's Midwest staples. Like,
yeah, being from the Midwest, there's some Indiana shit for sure.
right. That's Southern.
Like some cookout.
Why? It's like, it's Midwest, but like Midwest and Southern feel so like similar sometimes.
I think it's like the culture of like the cookout and like that hangout shit, like, you know, like family reunion shit. Like I think it kind of flows like similarly.
All being out in the yard.
Out in the yard, little plastic plate, you know.
Little Dixie cups.
Little Dixie cup.
Thrown all over the lawn.
Cornhole.
Trash cans right there, and all the cups are around the trash can.
Cornhole, drunk uncles, all that.
Drunk uncles. That should be like a segment of something. Like, that's insane. Yeah, I didn't want to go too crazy. Like,
This is slapping right now, by the way. It's so good.
is it not hit every time? Like, they did figure out the secret.
I haven't ate all day today.
Mm.
And like this is like very fucking good. Sorry for cussing.
You roll to. You can say whatever you want.
As I stuff my face.
You're not a big cursor though. Now that you mention
I usually don't like cursing. I don't curse in my songs.
Why is that?
I just feel like
Is that your background at all? Like your religious background?
my mom.
You weren't really allowed to curse.
That's why it started, because I knew my mom would be listening to my music, so I was like, I'm not going to curse in here because I know she's going to listen to it.
Oh yeah,
and,
I'm
like,
definitely
show her
cutting
friends.
that curse out then.
So,
I'm just gonna hate this interview.
please beep all of that. But not like it started with that, but then it kind of morphed into me feeling like I feel like if I can get a point across or like a message across without having to curse, like it's just that more effective. Because I feel like sometimes
Sometimes it can be all over.
it's like a scapegoat. I feel like for certain messages, like it's easy to do that, you know.
Yeah, I agree with you.
I'd rather like brainstorm like an analogy. I think I was telling you the other day, like I like my lyrics to like be something that someone would be okay like tattooing or like tweeting or like using as a caption.
Yep.
And not everybody wants to fuck.
And those are like timeless stamps usually.
Timeless, yeah. To me, I feel like there's too much cursing. It's like not timeless.
It depends though.
Yeah, I guess I could be wrong.
It depends. It depends what genre you're in and how you want to be perceived, I guess.
Yeah, that's true.
But like,
for my legacy, I want to be remembered for a little bit different though.
yeah. I feel like I just whooped that extra hot. Like I want to see what the Reaper's about.
Maybe you should go for it next time.
You know, it's really hot when it's like coated and it looks like a rock that you can knock on it.
Are you usually good with spices?
I like spicy stuff. Like, I can handle spicy stuff. But
does it usually affect you?
Yeah. Like, you know what's crazy is for some reason, jalapenos especially, like they make me hiccup.
I feel that.
Excuse me. I think the last time we had this, I went into a hiccup like after my first bite.
When I was at the Dodgers game, I got nachos with jalapenos on top, and I was like overly confident at like how I was gonna be able to handle them.
Isn't it like crazy? They'll fuck you up.
They were spicy.
But those are pickled too, so like the vinegar and stuff like makes it taste like much spicier.
It tasted good. It was just like after I was like out of breath, you know. Dude, the Sprite makes me feel so full and like bloated.
And then you rip a bell.
And then you just go. I think there's a part two. You saw like the news for GTA 6.
I didn't know it was legit.
The map will like update over time. Like so, like the map will constantly change.
Oh wow,
that'll be sick.
That's amazing. Like it's really just making it a whole free
world, man. And it changes
West
with
world.
real time.
That's crazy. Have you always been into video games?
Yeah. That's always been like a place of comfort and like, you know, how, like music can be like escapism. Like I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like video games is just another form of escapism for me if I get tired of one of my escapes.
Yeah. You have to have multiple. That makes sense.
Yeah. For my mental health to be there, I have to.
So you put me on like Mortal Kombat.
Yeah. Mortal Kombat is like one of my favorites. Like that's been a go-to for me since I was like young. Like I don't know why. Like I just really am fascinated with like fatalities and shit. Like even before I had the game, like before I was allowed to have it, like I would watch like YouTube compilation videos of like all the fatalities or all the brutalities or any like of the storyline. Like I just watch like the gameplay of it.
Yeah.
And then like
were there videos like of kids playing at the arcade and shit like that? Like like at tournaments and shit?
Yeah. There was real deal
tournaments. That's like the old like
that's like
way of basically watching a Twitch stream now.
yeah. People used to like watch like arcade kids go at it like on a stick. Like they'd be like going back and forth. It used to get a lot of like flack though, cause like everyone was hating on Mortal Kombat for like like not everyone, but like the media was like, this is rotting kids' brains. And, like, you know, that whole argument of, like, this is really bad. We need to put a stop to that.
I think that was a lot, like, of why my mom didn't want me to play Grand Theft Auto, too.
I wasn't allowed to play games, so. The main games I had when I was younger, because I was playing PS2, I was playing, like, Crash Bandicoot. I had this Harry Potter Chamber of Secrets game that was super fire.
I know that one. I had it for GameCube.
It was super
that shit
fire.
Was so fire.
I played that one all the time. I played Midnight Club, Dub Edition. Do you remember Midnight Club? The card game.
I remember the Dub Edition.
I played Need for Speed and shit, of course.
So, would you call sports another escape for you? Is that another way of escapism?
I think so.
Something different.
To a certain extent, I feel like it was escapism because it was an outlet for me. Like it was something I was able to put my focus on, other than like my internal problems or like external problems.
Right.
Yeah. Growing up, I was sports was like my main thing. Like I was heavy in basketball, baseball, and football. I played all growing up, and then even into high school, and then I was gonna play in college for basketball. Yeah, I was supposed to play basketball in college, but then I just decided at a certain point I was like, I need to start making money and I want to focus on music, so I like quit basketball, and that was really hard for me, but I did that.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's a lot of years of your life.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, my whole life was like sports, and then I was just like...
And then one day you just stopped.
Yeah, life kind of hit me, and I was like, okay, I'm not gonna sit in a gym for 4 hours. I was like, I need to really figure out life and like survive. That was like my first like thought.
Right.
Survival.
It was just a different position you were in.
Yeah. Played the other day. I played really good. Even though
you were
like
telling me a little bit.
there was like 3 people there that wanted to fight me. That usually happens. Like people just like have it out for me anywhere I go when I play. Like I think it's just because I'm.
Well, you said you have a competitive nature.
Yeah. People sense that, like, and then they like can tell I'm trying to get under the skin.
I mean, that's probably your action too. It's like, okay, this kid's playing hard, and we just started.
Yeah, I'm just getting started. It's an appetizer, but it works every time. It's so funny, like, because I see it coming and they see it coming, but yeah, they still fall for the trap. Like, they still get upset, and like, I get in their head, and then I play better than them because of it.
You've had your moments where you lose it. Never.
I've always kept my cool.
You were
on the court.
Kept your composure.
Yeah, in basketball, like. For the most part, actually, I did have one moment. Maybe I've had like here and there a moment, but for the most part, I've kept my cool.
Right.
Yeah, I remember in high school there was like a personal backstory. Like there was like this dude was like dating one of my friends, and like he was like abusive towards her, and then like we played each other like in the match, and like he like shoved me in the back so that I got in his face, and like I was like, hey, I got like back at him in his face like on the court, so all the refs were like, hey, I had to break it up.
Scotty.
Yeah, and my coach was really mad.
Kill him.
But yeah, the student section was loving. They're like, get him.
I know. I was gonna say, even your teammates was like, dude, I got you. If you roll, I roll.
I got you, dude.
Yeah, and if you started swinging, they'd have been like, whoa.
This is basketball.
Scotty's going off again.
Dude, when I was playing the other day, there was like this 41-year-old dude that was playing with this, and he was like, I'll sleep you right now. I'll sleep you right now. And I was like, dude, I'm just here, man. Come on.
I will murder you, dude.
He was giving me like the like rock eye, like he like the raised eyebrow, and I was like, whoa, okay, this guy really means business. Like he might actually kill me right now. So
he's on full tilt.
I tried to immediately de-escalate that one. I was like, hey man, I'm just here playing.
Love you, dog.
It's all love. It's just the game.
What's going on with your day, man?
I actually wish I would have handled it that way, but I told him it was past his bedtime, and then he got really mad, more mad. I was like, it's past your bedtime, man. Just stop.
It's past your bedtime, old man.
And I came out way worse than what I was expecting, so then he got even more mad. Good times.
But that's not how you are in music.
Not at all. I'm like open arms with music. Like
yeah,
I try
it's a whole different thing. But like, it's just as competitive.
Yeah. You know, it's definitely competitive.
The world is just as competitive.
That's definitely true. Dang, that's like a weird parallel to think about. How different I am. Like
it's a little more grimy probably than basketball too.
Yeah, for sure. All the fake stuff that happens and shit, and all the weird people. But yeah, like I think it's because I'm selflessly making music too. Like basketball is like I have to get this win and bucket for myself and my team. Like when I do music, it's like the listener is like gaining something too. Like the other people are gaining. You know, I hope they do. Like that's my intention. Is like I'm trying to benefit people. You know, so it's like I'm not doing this just for competition. Like I'm doing this out of the love of music and like out of the love of being able to help somebody through some shit that they want to escape from, you know?
Yeah.
Like, it's the same thing that, like, Cody did for me, and, like, all the artists that I've listened to, like, everybody that I listened to growing up, like, was, like, a place of escapism. I want people to have that same feeling for my shit. You
think it's, like, a purpose of yours?
I think so. That was, like, what's called me to even make music. Like, I wasn't in it for anything else other than I was like, dude, I want to make music, and people like listen to it and they're like, oh, I feel that. Like one of my first songs was like so openly vulnerable and like descriptive and raw.
Which one was that?
I Am Alone. Like the title of it is I Am Alone.
I listened to that. Because we talked about this last time, and this time I listened to it, and I'm like, yo, the hook is crazy fire. And the rapping just sounds so different than what obviously you are now. But
yeah, listening back to it now is probably trash, but like, in the moment, you know.
But what year was that you put that out again? It was like 2016?
Like 2015, I put it out. It got
so
traction
early,
in like
dude. That's
2016.
so long ago.
I was making music before that though, but that was like the first one that really got pushed.
Right. You said it picked up steam on its own.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess I can explain this for a second time because you're an idiot and didn't record it. But,
and I tried to go that extra hot tender. Just
is it hot? It didn't affect you at all?
It did not affect me at all.
Well, so I don't know what happened, but on YouTube, it caught like a weird algorithm that just like helped the views on YouTube.
Right.
And then like random people would discover like Yes Jules like found it, and like she started like promoting it.
That whole blog era of
Yeah.
just picking up songs.
Because she was doing this thing called 1 a.m. radio and New Music Mondays, and she put me on like the very first one and like did the blog post with me in it, and it had like Big Sean in there, Young Thug, you know, crazy people to me like at the time, and I was like, whoa, this is wild. And then it picked up on blogs like Hot New Hip Hop posted it.
Yeah, that's wild.
You know, so people just started reaching out, and I started kind of gaining like a little internet, like little interaction fan base. I don't want to say fan base because it wasn't like a bunch of people, but it was a decent little crowd. You know?
Yeah.
And it did like 200,000 streams on YouTube.
Yeah.
And crazy, like it's at like 80 something thousand on SoundCloud and 50 elsewhere. But that did a lot. But before that, I was making music. Like I was making music in high school. Like I first started making music my freshman year of high school, which would have been like 2012, 2011. I think 2011. And I just had like the Rode NT1A mic bundle I bought from Guitar Center, which is full circle because I've worked for them now.
Right. Oh, you bought that before working there?
Yeah, I bought it in 2011. I've had that same mic since 2011. And I made everything that I've made up to this point with that mic. So I'm about to transition to the Shure, but like before that, it's been the same mic for 10 years. That's crazy.
That's sick.
But yeah, I just bought that, and then I had like no DAW program. I was using like what was it? It was like Cool Edit Pro and like
I remember those
like,
programs.
Those like early programs.
Yeah.
There was another one too. Like it wasn't Audacity. Like I had Audacity installed, but it was just so booty that I didn't even like give it a go.
Yeah.
I think I was mainly using Cool Edit, and then I was like burning CDs and like handing them out to people at school. But I was just like free. It was like the freestyle era or like the mixtape era where you'd like rap over like popular instrumentals. Like, like Wayne was doing it, and like, Tyga even at the time was
huge. It was a huge era.
Yeah. But I was doing that, and, some people were supportive of it, but most people were, at my school anyway, were like, dude, like, why are you trying to be a rapper, dude? Like, no one, there's no way you'll make it. Like,
right.
All that stuff. And then I tried to, like, not let it faze me. And then I finally felt like I started getting comfortable with, like, my direction and sound by, like, my junior/senior year, and I started making more like openly like personal music that was like actually like my own unique concepts and like true to like what I wanted to do with music.
Right.
And I liked doing that. I fell in love with like that process of like using that as my therapy and like my journal, and then like people finding relation to it because I already saw like a slight impact, so I just knew the potential of it. I was like, all right, if I can affect like even just this small amount of community, like I fell in love with that so much. I was like, I can't even imagine how this will feel if I grow this and like impact people even further than this.
Yeah.
And thank God like the whole I Am Alone thing happened because that kind of sparked like everything else that happened.
Domino effect of it all.
Yeah. And then college.
That's crazy.
College was like the Lovesick 1 and Lovesick 2 eras.
Did you do that modeling shit when you were in college, or was that before?
I was like, dude, I don't think we talked about this last time. I was doing like my own photography and like modeling with my own camera. Like I would literally put it on a tripod, put a timer,
gotta see this.
sprint over, and then I'd be like pose. And then,
you were a do-it-yourself kind of guy, DIY.
Yeah, because I didn't really have anybody like helping me and shit. Like, well, I had a group of friends that I was making music with at the time, but like as far as like anything else I was trying to do, I was like kind of like DIY for sure. And I would like put my camera on a tripod, I'd like run over, take a picture, like edit it, all that, color it, everything, and I like post it. Looking
That's
back
crazy.
at it was so cringe, but yeah, I started off doing that, and then when I got into college, I started making more resources because I was downtown. You know, I just started meeting cooler people and more networked people.
Right.
And like, yeah, I was just getting in a bunch of like any photo shoot I could get into. Like even if it was just like friends that I'd made online, like I would just go downtown and like we'd like climb, like we were like urban explorers. Like we were doing that type of stuff on Instagram. Like we'd climb a building. Like I climbed Key Bank once with my friend Mark Gibson. Like do you know Key Bank with the spikes on the top of downtown Indianapolis?
You climbed the whole thing.
Well, we didn't climb at all. Like we went to, so we snuck through the elevators. I hope I don't get incriminated by this, but we snuck through the elevators.
I've seen these dudes before. They're fucking nuts.
Yeah. So we went in the elevator.
Hang off cranes and shit.
Well, we weren't doing nothing. Well, we would like dangle our feet. That was about it. Like that was the craziest we did.
All right, tell the story, go. Keep it.
Yeah. So like me and Mark like went through the elevators. We tried to act like we belonged there, even though we were dressed in like
the elevator
streetwear. We were like dressed in streetwear.
Oh, how do you do?
Everyone else is like business formal, and we're in like Yeezy season and shit.
Right.
Because that was what was like really popular. It was like the 350 era, like the Yeezy 350 era.
Yeah. I feel like we're still like reminiscing in that era.
Yeah, I definitely see them a lot. And yeah, we get to the final floor. They don't tell you that there's 2 more floors. The elevators takes you to 30. So then we had to like, it's just an office floor. So there's a bunch of cubicles, and we just had to like go to the exit door where the stairwell was. And we went up the next stairs, and then there's a hatch. And like we just like opened the hatch and we were on the roof. Yeah.
The wind was
and
blowing.
The wind was blowing. It was cold. It was like winter, and we got some crazy shots up there though. Like, yeah, a lot of my early pictures where I was posting around like the anxiety era, like those were all from that photo shoot when I was on top of Key Bank. And then there used to be this abandoned place like where you could get to the top of it above the Qdoba off the circle right next to the statue you were talking about earlier.
Right.
Like there was a building where I shot the.
I shouldn't call it a statue. It's a memorial.
Memorial, yeah.
It's a memorial. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's okay.
I'm just
disrespecting all the people. You're canceled now, buddy. But no, like above Qdoba, I shot the anxiety video.
Just like runs my head. I'm like, fuck.
Please forgive him, cancel culture. Yeah, there's a lot of cool places that I explored though, and I used to just do that. And then that landed me though, like the lids placement where I got the lids and like finish line I did.
And that was with
some local brands.
Vlada footwear.
Oh, that was middle school.
That was in middle school. That was the dancing.
Vlada footwear was the dancing.
That was the
era.
dancing era.
Yeah. You would bring that up. Oh man.
I think that era is important.
Okay.
Probably your music.
Sure. Yes. Okay. So middle school, I was dancing or whatever. Like, okay.
He doesn't want to talk about it at all.
So,
he's like, damn, how do we?
So you got my back against the wall here. Yeah. No. So You're a Jerk. Everyone remembers that song, You're a Jerk. I know, You're a Jerk. There was like the whole era of the jerking era. I was definitely a part of that, 100%.
You're
I'm not going to hide it. I'm going to embrace it.
Yeah, you're
I'm going to embrace it.
Dog.
I was definitely hitting the pin drop. I was doing the reject, all that. And yeah, Vlado came to a Finish Line expedition because Finish Line's headquarters is in Indianapolis. Super random, super weird. Lids' headquarters is there too. That's how those opportunities even happen.
Yeah.
But
Interesting.
yeah, they came to the expo. I was like 13, 14, and they were like, "Hey, we need you to dance in front of all the Finish Line executives and dance with the CEO." And I was like, "Okay." So like we did that. We ended up getting Vlado into Finish Line, and as like a way to say thank you, they kind of gave us like all free stuff and like quote unquote sponsorship. It was kind of like just a light like giveaway of just everything.
Right.
Like that. And yeah, it was super cool. It was a super cool opportunity, and then that kind of gave me some clout with the dance stuff. So that was like the spark of everything. Because I was definitely trying to make music around then too, but it was really trash.
Like figuring out which way you wanted to go.
Yeah. I didn't know the.
You were playing sports like full time then already?
Yeah, I was playing sports full time. People used to make fun of me on the sports teams because I knew what I was doing outside of sports. Like even with the music, like people were like, "Oh, you trying to be a rapper?" Like,
right.
Or "Oh, you're trying to be a dancer." Like everyone, anything I was doing outside of sports, like everyone has something to say about it.
Yeah, of course.
Sports
was such a norm.
Yeah, like a cookie cutter thing. So anything outside the box of that, like people kind of make fun of you for, like in that circle anyway.
Right.
But yeah. It worked out, I guess.
It's so interesting. I've noticed there's like a couple eras of Scotty so far.
Yeah, I feel like I shed skins like every certain, evolution of time. Like, middle school had its era, then high school had its era. High school had like 4 eras, like freshman, sophomore, junior year, like senior. All those years were me like evolving.
Were you meeting a lot of people through online? I mean, I know you met a lot of people through online.
Yeah. My closest friends, like to this day, I met like online.
Like online.
Yeah.
Pioneer.
Yeah, I love the internet. Like I love the internet so much.
Yeah. I mean, we met all through online.
Yeah, we did. Really. Yeah.
Which the reason I bring it up is I'd never met a lot of people through the internet. Like I've never been. But
I think it was like a barrier for me because I was really socially awkward, and I didn't know how to express myself fully. So like, people, if they see me online, they see my pages, they kind of get a gist of like what I am, what I represent a little bit. So it at least gives them a little bit of like the ice barrier, like, oh man, I saw this, and this. That was really cool. Or, like, like if I meet somebody in person, like I didn't really party, but I'm just giving like a scenario. If I was at like a party or something, like ran into somebody, like, what's up, Chad? Like
locos.
Yeah, I'd be like, oh well, I don't really drink, and then be like, Chad. I'm just saying, like, give an example, like. If Chad was like, bro, like, crack this open with me, and like, especially at that time, I would have been like, oh, I don't drink, sorry.
Right.
So then they would have been like, what is this kid's problem? Like, what's this weirdo? Like, they wouldn't know, like, oh, that's just Scotty, man. That's how he is.
Yeah.
They wouldn't have that gist. So I like internet shit because like people kind of get to know me a little bit beforehand. And then
I think it's also another like that person, not that person, but like. The internet gave a nice world to meet in a different way, and different personalities could meet. Yeah,
and I got to meet people that were into the same shit that I was into. So like, if I saw like they were making music or making art or like videos and shit that I thought was tight, like it'd just be easier to be like, oh, you do this, that's sick. Like I could see what they do and who they are, what they represent. Yeah. But if I meet you in person, it's kind of like, I don't know what you do, man, but I'm gonna show, people kind of judge me because, I'm like this character, so like, I don't know. It's an odd medium, but I really enjoy like the internet and just like everyone I've met through
I've noticed you have a lot of traction on SoundCloud too.
That was where everything started. I've just been building that since like freshman year, Like that was where I was strictly putting things on there for the longest.
Is stuff still coming out on there?
Like stuff still comes on there, but now it's on all platforms. I don't know if I lost my clout on there. I don't know, but I feel like my core fan base, like the core people that have been there since day one, they listen to it on time.
Well, I feel like you're shifting. That's why I feel like there's I'm trying
to get to like Spotify.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's why I feel like you're shifting into. It's like I see what you're saying. Like psychedelic isn't streamed that much. I mean, it's brand new too. You know what I mean? But it's like, I'm sure compared to your streaming sites, it's probably very similar. So it's like you're making your way like.
Yeah, I'm trying to like really build the Spotify.
Of Scotty.
Spotify is what I'm really trying to go for now.
From SoundCloud Scotty to Spotty Scotty. Scott the Spot.
Hopefully I can make that transition, but I still love SoundCloud. I listen to SoundCloud. Like when I listen to music.
I think it was one of the best things that's ever happened to my music. Like I found so much music on there.
Yeah.
It was one of the best eras of music.
Like, when I'm in my car, I listen through SoundCloud.
I remember you said that. I used to listen through YouTube a lot.
I would do that in the car, but, like, you can't, like, close the YouTube without, like, stopping the songs. But, like, I love listening to music on YouTube if I'm on my computer, or if I don't need the GPS, then I can just use my phone. And I can find more music on YouTube, because sometimes it's not always on SoundCloud. So, like, I love YouTube.
That's the only downfall of SoundCloud sometimes is...
I've been a YouTube kid since... like elementary though. Like I was on YouTube when people were doing like the custom pages where they'd like comment on your profile and like be like sub for sub. Like, all that shit. Like, you used to basically, like, have your own page, like, almost like MySpace. Like, your channel was, like, a MySpace. Like, you could customize the color of the background.
Right.
You could add a song, like, video. Like, it used to be sick. I miss the old YouTube so much. It was sick. That was my favorite era of the internet, like, for sure.
Was that was around the same time as MySpace, you're saying?
It was, like, when MySpace was, like, losing, like...
in transition.
YouTube was, like, really popping off. Like,
that's crazy.
That's when it started getting bigger, yeah. And
YouTube
that was when I was on there.
Revolutionary.
I was doing weird videos like in elementary because I was just intrigued by the fact that I could put something online that the world could see. So like, it would be something random. Like, it'd be like my friend like screaming or something. I'd be like, dude, we're gonna put this on YouTube, and like it'd be like the video.
Video it would say that.
The video would be like kids screaming, and like we put it on YouTube. Like, oh, dude, everyone can see this. This is crazy.
Well, it was such a new world of everything.
The videos that were
literally a new world.
The videos that were popping was like the sneezing panda.
Oh wow.
Do you remember like these
OGs
like
videos,
Maria,
right?
Maria? It was like that big dude like dancing.
I don't remember that one actually. The sneezing panda. Well, you remember that around that era of all that Pain Olympics and all that crazy shit.
I just took a bite.
You remember that? That shit was insane. 2 girls, 1 cup.
All right, bucko.
Can you not talk about that stuff? Oh, I forgot you can't because you started to get like.
I hate poop. And
what was the one thing the one day that you were like, dude, I'm gonna like throw up or something?
It was either puke or poop, and like, Gigi pooped on your.
Oh, right.
Your dog pooped on your vape rug, and I almost started
crying. And throwing up.
Yeah.
Spit some of your early names.
Oh God.
We went through them last time.
Oh my God.
And we also need to go over why you hate ketchup because you're fucking
my arch nemesis. My names, man. People like in sports used to call me by my initials, which was BC, and they'd be like, "Oh, BC,
right,
that's BC, BC."
BC boys.
And then I had like, BC boys. I had a YouTube channel called Baby BC TV, and like that's where Baby BC started happening. So people call me like, "Oh, Baby BC, what's up?" Like Baby BC. And then when I wanted to be a rapper or whatever, I was so cringe.
Go!
I called myself BC the Phenom.
That's right. I forgot about that.
Oh, bro.
BC the Phenom.
To me,
it was because that the era was
dude,
so
at the
crazy
time,
for a second.
That sounded so sick to me at the time. I was
BC
like, BC the Phenom? I was like, just mind blown. I was like, this
nobody
is
stepped to me, reckless,
basically, I'd be like, lyrical, miracle, spiritual, individual, like, you know, like, I was on that era for sure. I was really trying to be all barred out and, like, really rap. When I was trying to figure out my name, I can tell the meaning of my name, because, like...
tell the triple entendre.
So, I was, like, coming up with my name, and my middle name is Scott, and, like, the triple entendre, quadruple, double, whatever, it was, because my favorite artist of all time is Kid Cudi. His real name's Scott, so I was like, Scott. Scotty. I'm gonna be Scotty.
Shout out to Scotty, Kid Cudi, Miss Cudi.
Yeah, shout out to Kid Cudi. And then, like, I always related to Scottie Pippen's position that he played towards, like, Michael Jordan. Because Michael Jordan had, like, his name in the lights and shit, and always got all the shine. And, like, he's a great player, but I feel like he wouldn't have, like, as a team, wouldn't have been where he was without Scottie Pippen. I feel like he was a pretty essential person and played an essential role in his success. I feel like I play that role often where, like, I'm a very essential component to a lot of people's shit. But I don't always get my name in the lights. So I don't get all, like, the spectacle. Mm-hmm. But, like, I deserved, like, respect, you know? Like, I feel like I related that. So I was like, Scotty.
Tell him, Scotty.
I was like, I'm Scotty, dude. And then Apex is, like, the highest point of 2 points, or, like, the best version of yourself. And that's what that means to me, is, like, me just always forming into the best version of myself that can be. So Scotty Apex, dude. Scotty Apex, dude.
And then you've held that name. That's been the last for 10 years, you said?
Yeah, I came up with it, I think, like my junior year of high school, something like that. And then it stuck since. So that was like 2014. Then what else was it? Oh, yeah, ketchup.
Oh, yeah. What's with the ketchup thing?
I think it's like some trauma thing from when I was like a kid or something. Like, I just don't like the smell of ketchup at all. Like, and my sister is here right now. Like, she loved ketchup, and she'd like have it like all over like plastic, like eating fries on like a toy or something.
Oh,
and like just the stickiness of like the ketchup and like the smell of it and the color just makes it, like, thinking about it now, I literally want to throw up. I
am so happy you just said color again, so we can bring up the fact that you say color weird. That is your accent. That's so crazy. Color. You say it when you say it by itself, it's a little more normal, but when you say it in a sentence, it's just like
the color of it.
It's there.
The color of it.
Yeah, it's like it's there. It's funny. It's really subtle though, and I just
color. My Midwestern, go up there on 444.
The next song coming out is gonna be called Color, and I'm color.
That's funny. I didn't even notice that. I forgot we talked about that last time. That's crazy.
Hell yeah, I was listening and taking notes because I was like, it was a good interview we had last time.
Yeah, it was a fantastic one. It was perfect.
But it just. Something fell out of the sky. a little internet death angel.
If that's what you want to tell yourself to make yourself feel better about being an idiot.
I don't know what happened. How do you feel like religion shaped your music? And I know we talked about it a little bit earlier about the cursing and stuff like that. But like,
well, yeah, that definitely is a way that it shaped it for sure, because it made me think a little outside of the box, trying to like write. But
but you come. I mean, your household is
my mom was like really religious. Like, she's like super hardcore Christian. Very hardcore Christian. And I think I think
you have a lot of values.
Yeah, I was saying like I think my morals and values like stem from that for sure. I think my intention with what I want to do with my music, like the same way like, when Christians perform their music, they want everyone to feel like it's like this like together thing of like them healing and feeling peace and comfort. Like, that's the same approach I want like with my music.
Therapeutic.
Like, just therapeutic. Like, I just want people to find like peace and like solace and like just something that makes them feel better than all the shit they're going through.
Right. No, that totally makes sense.
So yeah, it definitely impacted everything.
I almost feel like your image can be a little bit holy in a sense sometimes.
My images?
Yeah, like, we're just like the way
people always say my image is dark.
It's dark, but you have this very like even in like the video you were just showing me, like it had like this bright kind of white color aspect to it, but you stand out in this way.
Talking about Hurricane?
Yeah. But like clean, and like you're always very clean in your videos, and like compared, you stand out compared to the darkness. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, that's a pretty unique perspective. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I was totally going for that.
Damn, I didn't want to say anything.
Should I play off? No.
Damn, that call was crazy.
Oh, that's the spices in your stomach trying to fight their way out.
My throat is just swelling.
Sam, you're drooling. No, just kidding.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
No, yeah, I think that's just me trying to highlight the contrast of like being able to make it out of like your surroundings. Like, I feel like my image is me trying to be like that light in the dark of like, okay, all this crazy shit is happening around me and like it feels super bad, but like you can be the light through that, like that's what Starlight kind of like subliminally was for me, was me being in a place of like unknown, like just floating in space, of just not knowing where I'm going, but yet like I have like this gift, I have like this light, and I feel like we all have that. We just gotta like tap into it, like whatever it is. Whether it's like music, art, paint, cars, if you work on cars or something, like doctor, like whatever.
Yeah, I feel that.
Feel me, brother. Peace and love and harmony. Live, laugh, love, dude.
And then some of the stuff on the horizon.
This song called Down Under. This song called I Don't Belong Here. Those are all singles. And then I may or may not be working on just piling up songs for an album after that.
Yeah, adoring.
yeah.
All in between.
Yeah, inventorying songs for an album.
Yeah.
But no further details.
I like that. All right, so what we'll do is we'll come back around. We'll circle back around.
Circle jerk.
Everybody put their right arm to their neighbor. I actually have 5 things on the list that we talked about last time that I could try and tell you that is your favorite things in Indy, but you could change that if you like.
Okay.
Or food places is what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So you got, no, not food places, I guess it's food really. You got chicken Alfredo is one of your favorite dishes.
That's a solid go-to for
That's
me.
the one,
I
right?
stick to that. Yeah, that's
Your
good.
deep dish pizza, you were kind of raving about the deep dish.
Yeah, I went to Chicago and had it for the first time. So I felt like I had like the authentic experience. 'Cause I feel like deep dish, like I don't know if that's universal, but like when I think of deep dish, I think of Chicago.
Yeah,
like I think of like Chicago pizza.
Yeah, I think it's a definitely Chicago thing.
And I think the place I went to, is there a place called Chicago's Pizza?
There used to be a Chicago pizza.
In downtown Indy, right next to Becca de... How do you say it? Becca de... The Italian restaurant? Becca de Bupa or something like that?
Buca de Beppo or
that
something.
One.
Yeah.
Whatever that is. There was... Right next to that was... I don't know if the name of it is Chicago's Pizza.
Bro, that's so weird. I think there used to be Chicago's Pizza. Like, that used to be a chain.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Damn it, John.
Yeah, no, you're right. Because I remember one being around...
Yeah.
But then you made me start thinking, you ever been to the Rainforest Cafe?
Yeah. Yeah.
With all the arcade
in Orlando.
and shit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was sick.
There was one, like, there used to be one in the mall growing up near my house in the Oxford Valley Mall. You could just go up there. All right, so we got favorite foods. There's a couple favorite places on here, too. You have Fazoli's.
Yeah, that's like
and
the...
your famous dad.
Oh, my dad, yeah. Okay, Fazoli's, for people that don't know, is like... an Italian fast food.
I don't. Yeah, no, this is new. I have to hit these.
Yeah, you didn't know about it.
Yeah, when I go back to
Indy,
India, I have to go hit Fazoli's.
You gotta hit Fazoli's. Yeah. I mean, it's not. It's good. Like it's good.
No, but I'd like to try it because there is no.
The breadsticks are fire. I will say
the most fast food Italian spot you go to is like an Olive Garden. That's not even fast food.
Yeah, this is like a lower tier Olive Garden.
And you literally could like, is there a drive-through?
Yeah. Like
that's sick.
Yeah, it's like it's a fast food drive-through like Italian restaurant, and it's Fazoli's. Yeah,
drive-through. I don't know why I'm writing it down.
Yeah, drive-through. No, my dad though, he like went there so much. And
was this a specific one that he went to?
Yeah, it was the one on Greenwood, Indiana. Was the one that he went to all the time, and he had his picture framed in the lobby there at one point because like he was like the most loyal.
Do you think he's still hung up there?
No, I don't think so. I think they remodeled. They wanted to make it more like modern now. Like you know, like Taco Bells are becoming like all gray and like all like fancy and modern. Like that's what they're doing with like the Fazoli's chains.
Oh, okay.
And the local area anyway. It may not be
modernized a little bit.
But yeah, he literally had his picture framed in there, and I couldn't tell if it was like something that I thought was cool or like really embarrassing.
Right.
You know, I can walk in there, see my dad in the lobby.
And you still want to go to that one after?
At the front, like register, everybody's like, "Same thing again, Brian." You know, like
the
like,
usual.
The usual.
I always wanted a place I could go to and have a usual at the.
Yeah, that would be cool though. Like it would be tight to just like walk in. Like, what up, Steve? Man, same old. Yeah, man, you already know. You know that'd be cool.
Extra chili sauce. Yep.
Well, with pickles on the side, like you like, man.
Extra chili sauce for the missus.
Yeah, shit like that.
Take it cool. Easy.
Shit like that was really cool.
There's another place called Yats.
Yeah, that's like a place downtown off like Mass Ave. It's like seafood.
Is that an expensive place?
Not like super expensive. It's kind of expensive. It's like $13, $14 for a meal. You know?
Oh, that's not bad.
Indiana price that's a little way, like LA, what we're used to. That's
I was gonna say that's
normal.
Like normal.
Yeah, Indiana it's a little, not too much. Yeah.
Okay.
Basbo Pizza. Did I mention that? Last time?
You did. Basbo.
I thought you said
Basbo.
Bozo.
Bozo.
That's on Mass Ave too, and I really like it. And I went there a couple times. You know, I had some good memories there, and it's really good pizza.
What is it? What's some spots you like out here? Since you've been
out here? Well, Dave's every time.
Other than David's Deli.
I went to Monty's. That was cool. You showed me that.
Yeah, Monty's is slamming. Did we talk about it already? But the taco stand is fire.
The taco stand, like the truck?
Yeah, the place that we went to.
The truck, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that place is incredible. I've ate there so many times since you showed me that.
So good. Tacos El Venado.
So good. Shout out Tacos El Venado, man.
Tacos.
Oh man, yeah, that slaps. That's one of my favorite places I have ate out here for sure.
Yeah, that place is big slap.
There's been some fancy like restaurants, like Brazilian restaurants I went to. Oh, well, I mean, one that a lot of people go to. It's not like super fancy, but it's better. It's cool. As Bossa Nova. Bossa Nova was good.
I have not Is that Brazilian?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Bro, I want to go eat there. Not gonna lie,
dude, have you had Guadana?
Excuse me?
Guadana.
No.
It's not a joke. But
what is that?
It's like, think of like, it's a Brazilian like drink. It's like a common soda, but it's like,
oh, you've told me.
It's like a ginger ale, but like a berry.
This is the Guarana or whatever.
Guadana.
But it's an
G-U-A-R.
Yeah, I've seen it before. I think we did talk about this before. And I've
so
seen
good.
it.
It's my favorite soda. Like,
really?
Yeah, I get like if I'm able to find and stumble across like a Brazilian supermarket, like I get it. Like I get the 2 liters. Like I love it.
Dude, there's been some good sodas I had at like a Peruvian spot. Has good sodas.
I don't think I've ever been to a Peruvian. I can't even say the word Peruvian.
Peruvian is fire.
When I went to Tokyo, they had like this green apple Fanta that was really crazy at McDonald's. Like, and it was super fire.
That's crazy.
Yeah, the food at McDonald's, dude, it was so crazy. I'm glad I thought of this. But like, you would order, and I'm not exaggerating, within 10 seconds, your food would be handed to you. Like, I was like.
True fast food.
Yeah, like I'd be like, I want a number 5, no pickle, and they'd be like, okay, it's ready for you. I'm like, what? I'm like, did you get it? And they get it right. And we went there like 4 times, and like literally it was the same thing every time. Like in like 10-15 seconds, they'd have our food ready for us.
What?
It was wild. Granted, they only have like 6 items on their menu at McDonald's.
Yeah.
I don't know if that played a role. Like they just have it like ready and
real
just,
simple.
Like, boom, boom, boom. Yeah, it's like real simple. That just blew my mind.
Our McDonald's menu is pretty big.
Yeah, we got like a lot of options.
If it was like 6 items, it'd be way better, way easier.
Yeah, I went to Taco Bell there too, and it was like way better. Like it felt like authentic, like Mexican food. Yeah, it was like really good.
Our food quality is kind of low here.
Yeah, it's not. But compared to what I ate in Tokyo, the quality was like so different.
Yeah. What else did you eat there? You probably didn't eat anything. Did you eat any seafood?
Well, at the time, I'm definitely different now. I love sushi now. And I've experimented. I love crab. I love like lobster. I love shrimp.
Bro, you know where I've been wanting to go lately is one of them crab boil places.
Yeah, dude, I love crab boil. I'll go there with you.
Yeah, just smash the crabs all over the table and shit. Yeah,
getting the little potatoes.
Yeah,
so
dude,
good.
the potatoes are so good.
It's slap. But no, when I was in Tokyo though, it was like 2018, and I wasn't really experimental, so I didn't really eat anything like crazy. Yeah, I kind of ate like fast food like the whole time.
Yeah. I guess that's easy though. And
yeah, we were trying to save money too because it was already expensive for us, So like, we were just trying to budget.
Yeah.
That was like one of the coolest experiences though. That like
you got some shit at Bait and shit, didn't you?
We went to Bait, but I didn't buy anything.
Oh, I
like
thought you copped something.
Shit, I wish I did. Like I would have
bought out at Bait.
Nah, I was really on a budget around that time. And we went to the Bape store and it was sick. Like they had a glass floor where there was rotating Bapes like under the floor, like on a conveyor belt. Like it was crazy. It was sick. We went to like this one like underground like streetwear store too that had like all the unreleased Off-White stuff, Balenciaga, like crazy like streetwear
like a
pieces.
Dover market.
Yeah, but it felt like really like secretive and hip. Like it was sick.
What the fuck?
Yeah. Tokyo was like probably the most blissful experience I've ever had though. Like it was so clean, it was like everyone was welcoming, it was loving, it was calm, beautiful. We went to this place called Team Lab and it was like a museum, like an art museum, and like the shit they had in there was like mind blowing, dude. It was so peaceful. It felt like a therapy trip for real. Like when I went there, like my mind.
How long were you there for? Just a week?
Like a week, yeah, like 5 days, 6 days. The flight was 12 hours from LAX to Japan, but I flew, because I wasn't living in LA yet. I was still living in Indiana. So I had to fly 4 hours to LA. And then I picked up Kami, and we flew from 12 hours to Japan. So I flew like 16 hours that day. Yeah.
Your schedule's all turned out.
Yeah.
After that.
Yeah. We were, it was so funny when we landed. We were like all like excited. We were like, at first, we were like, oh yeah, we're totally gonna, we're
just gonna stay up all day.
We're gonna stay up all day. We're gonna go see everything first day. Literally within like 3 hours, we went to the hotel. We were like, we're gonna take a nap because we were like walking around like zombies, and then we woke up.
Oh, you're saying the first day you got into
Japan.
Tokyo?
Yeah. And we were like, because we were tired. We knew we were tired. We were super jet lagged, but we were like, dude, let's push through. We can make it. We can do a bunch of stuff in the first day. Literally 3 hours later, we went back to the hotel, and we were like, let's just take like an hour nap, try and recharge. We woke up like 7 hours later, like 3 a.m. Tokyo time, and we were like,
did you go out then?
We were trying to decide. We were like, oh, nothing's. Oh yeah, we're like, we don't know. Like,
I bet you there was like street markets and stuff.
So we just decided that we were gonna wake up and like look at and like plan the day, like for the next day. So like we just played Smash Brothers and like planned our next day, and the next day we just knocked out a bunch of stuff. Like, we went and saw like the giant Gundam, like outside of I think it's called like Studio City Mall or something out there. But it was a giant Gundam, dude, like life size, like humongous Gundam that comes to life, like it's like speaking and shit, like transforms. Sick, yeah. They got an even bigger one now too. Like Tokyo's sick, dude.
It sounds so cool, man. I want to go so cool. Bad, bro.
Outside of that, I haven't been anywhere that like crazy. Like I went to Canada a couple times, like a handful of times, because Toronto, man, the Mandem. And
I feel like you said you did go to Toronto a couple times.
I would go a lot. Like I would go like every other week.
What's a drive like?
I would fly.
Oh.
Yeah.
It was a quick flight though.
Yeah. It was like a 45 to an hour flight.
That's nothing.
Yeah. I just flew over Michigan and then into Toronto.
That's sick.
Yeah.
What would you do in Toronto?
I was making music. Like I was working with my best friend, like one of my best friends is out there, Adrian Day, and I would like stay with him a lot. And then
I've heard you bring up him before. Yeah,
that's my guy, man. That's my family. And then I would hang out with him a lot. We'd make music, just kick it. I would go see Priyanka, this girl that I was like making music with at the time. And Eastbound was there. Like she was in Eastbound's group. They used to have a group called EMP.
That's
and like Millie Manson was in it too. Like I used to make music with them.
That's crazy.
So, I'll just go out there and network for real.
That's wild. That's wild.
Yeah, dude, I'm crazy, dude. I'm crazy.
Fucking Scotty Apex,
Scotty Apex. Flex, dude.
You never know what you're gonna get, dude.
Scotty Latex, dude. Scotty Paycheck, dude. Scotty
Latex with Paycheck.
Latex and gay sex.
Dude. I think that comes to a wrap of the Scotty Apex episode.
Sick, dude.
I have to get you back on here with when we got the visuals up and running so they can
see that pretty ass face. Sick, dude.
But let's shout your plugs. Shout your plugs out,
dude,
wherever you're.
Freaking shout out,
Shout out the Zanny plug. Shout out the Perk plug.
Shout out Jerome, bro. Nah, man. Shout out everybody, dude. That fucking tapped in, dude. Fucking smash that like button, swipe up.
subscribe.
No, dude. I appreciate anyone acknowledging my existence. I'm Scotty Apex, dude. Peace, love, and live, laugh, and love, dude.
Sick, dude. That's another palette, dude. And we'll catch you next time,
Peace
man.
on the streets.